Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays, and today we have medium tanks. We're kicking off with this game from NusPojava in the Panther. And this is a tank that hasn't featured on the channel too much because it's been a long time since I played the Panther and I don't receive too many Panther replays. I'm still going through old replays, guys. This is a 9.2 replay, so apologies for not getting it up on the channel before now. And as per usual with all these latest your replays, I haven't seen this game. I've looked at the end results. It looks like a great game. And this is the first time I'm seeing it, so I'm commentating live as watching, as I've done with most of the other your replays recently. But I haven't played the Panther in a long time. I do know it wasn't a terrible tank when I did play it, but I didn't keep it. And I have no idea as to whether or not I've got to rebuy it in order to get an ace tanker on it. But NusPojava's here on Kharkov. It is a 50%er, so it's a 50-50 game. And he's going up against a T-41 over here on the north of the map. So this is a nice battleground for medium tanks, but they do need to be careful because occasionally TDs like to set up at the back. But light tanks and medium tanks love fighting it out over here, so there's an AMX 5100 dangerous tank. You see the rate of fire on the Panther is very good. A little bit unfortunate to bounce that shot. He does take a hit in return. So he's bounced one from the AMX 5100. He's taken one hit from the AMX. He's got 1,300 hit. I was going to say he's 1,300 hit points, so he can afford to take a few hits. But Borsig has just put a big hit in. As I said, TDs like to set up at the back here. So NusPojava's down to half health, or far less than half health. He's only got 580 hit points left, and now there's a Cromwell. So the Panther is not fantastically well armored, but you can see that he is bouncing shots. And while it has a really nice rate of fire, the alpha damage is quite low, but the penetration is very good. 198 millimeters of penetration. But he's getting some revenge on this Borsig. He got a really nice track shot. This is where the Panther really shines. You can see that this Borsig has no opportunity to repair his tracks. He's in a position where he can't hit NusPojava, and NusPojava is just racking up the damage. Holy cow. So the Borsig had 1,100 hit points. And wow, NusPojava does 1,100 hit points of damage to that Borsig. Really nice tracking in the open. Gets the kill. Nice shot on the move on the T-71. T-71 is not returning fire. T-71 might be on a reload. So NusPojava is moving in for the kill. Unfortunately doesn't get it. But wow, just bounced a leva. He is a tier 7 and a tier 8 game, so it's not as if he's top tier. But he's already on 1,900 damage thanks to that very generous Borsig. And it looks as if his team have won the north of the map. And he's just taken another big hit from a KV-2, but he's in amongst the arty. So again, needs 2 shots to take out. He's going to need at least 2 shots to take out the Crusader, maybe 3 shots. Nope, gets a nice hit, so he's up to 3 kills, 2.5k damage. His team are winning 10-7. His leva is very low health. It looks as if the leva might be hiding behind a wreck. He can kill the leva. He's more than enough penetration to go through the lower glacis. He just needs to get a shot, but I think he's focused on his IS. Nice snapshot while reversing. So the Panther, yeah, I'm going to have to look into this tank. It's probably a tank I'm going to rebuy anyway, eventually, regardless of whether or not I have an ace tanker on it, because it was a pretty decent tank. I do remember I was a very new player when I was playing the Panther, but I did have quite a bit of fun in it. With its stupidly long gun barrel. I think NusPojava is wondering whether or not he should go flanking, but a Super Pershing has shown up. Only 3 tanks left on the enemy team. But NusPojava's on 295 hit points. Maybe he's a little bit worried about dying. He did have a shot in the lava, but wasn't in time to take it. So he's going to be moving in. Just a T-34 and a Super Pershing left on the enemy team. He's homing in on the Super Pershing. He's got the Super Pershing's rear. And the Super Pershing bounces. Yeah, the armor on the Panther can be quite troll. Sometimes, depending on the matchup, a lot of tanks have no problems penning you, but he's bounced quite a few shots in this game. And he's continuing to work. He's just taken another hit. But he's tracked the Super Pershing. He gets some assistance damage due to his track shot. That takes him up to 3.2k damage, 3 kills. He's only on 60 hit points. And he's moving in on this T-34. So he hasn't fired any premium ammo, and that's one of the reasons I like the Panther. 198mm of penetration on a Tier 7 medium tank means you don't really need to fire a lot of premium ammo, even when you're top tier. But he's moving up on this T-34. It looks as if he might have the rear. He's going to get any more damage out of this game. He does. Gets a nice shot in. Trying to set him on fire with shots through the back of the tank, but he doesn't have any more time to do damage. But 3.5k damage in a Tier 7 medium tank in a Tier 8 game in a 50-50 game. Really well played, NusPojava, showing pretty much what the Panther is capable of. So it was a nice tanker for NusPojava. He also picked up high caliber, and as a Tier 7 and a Tier 8 game, that's pretty nice. He finished top on XP with a really nice 1440 XP, 3,461 damage. Let's just call that 3.5k damage. 3 kills, but really nice game. And he fired 33, hit 29. The gun is accurate. He penned 26. The penetration on the gun is very nice. He received 8 hits and managed to bounce 4. As I say, the armor on the Panther can be quite troll. It's a good tank to learn how to angle and how to side scrape in. You can actually bounce shots in it. It's a reasonably well armored medium tank. He spotted 4, damaged 8, destroyed 3, did 202 assistance damage, and he earned 43,000 credits with a premium account. He still would have earned a decent amount of credits as a standard account as well. 2,160 XP, not the first game of the day, but he did receive some sort of bonus, which left him on 2,700. Panther, yeah, really nice tank. It's not maybe the most maneuverable of medium tanks, but it's quite fast in a straight line. I do remember the penetration was nice, the accuracy is nice, the alpha damage is a little bit low, but the rate of fire makes up for it. And I don't think I've featured the Panther on the channel before, so apologies for not getting around to this replay before now. Really nice game, NusPojava. Thank you for sending it in. Moving on, we've got this T-44 game. Now, I have received a few requests for T-44 gameplay. It seems a lot of you out there are interested in this tank. I didn't enjoy it too much first time round, but then again, I didn't know how to play it correctly. And so I was looking around because some people had asked me to show more T-44. I was going through all the old replays. I found this T-44 replay. I loaded it up, and lo and behold, it's Neil on Travels again. So it's an old replay. In fact, this goes back all the way to 9.0. You guys don't believe I have so many replays, but I do. This is a 9.0 replay, Neil on Travels again. I know Neil on is featured on the channel quite a lot recently, but back in the old days I didn't have that many people sending in replays, and Neil on sent in a lot. And it really doesn't matter how much someone gets featured on the channel. If it's an amazing game, I'm going to put it up. And this is an amazing game. I'm really surprised I hadn't seen it or hadn't uploaded it before now. I probably should have. If I had a choice, if I'd known this replay was in my replays folder, it would have been on the channel long ago. This is a really good game. And it's T-44 gameplay, so killing a couple of birds with one stone. No XVM, it's a 9.0 replay. And I do remember, I think, seeing this replay a long time ago, and I've kind of forgotten. Or at least I think it's a replay. As I say, I'm going into this live, I'm recording it live, but something about Neil on Travels and a T-44 on Steps is bringing back memories. So I'm not sure if it's the same game. Maybe she sent in a few, but the end results of this game look amazing. So Neil on is here. She's top tier on Steps. It's a 9.0 replay, so the Hellcat is still fully upgraded, hasn't been nerfed yet. And she's doing the medium tank thing. It's really, really nice to see medium tanks head down the 9-0 lines on steps. That's where they tend to have most success. She's got a lot of TDs for backup. In fact, most of her team, I've just realized, are TDs. She's got a couple of Hellcats, an SU-100, a Jackson. A lot of tier 6s in this game as well. Only 2 tier 8s on either side, actually, I'm just realizing. 4 tier 8s on Neilon's team, actually. There are 2 tier 8 RT, so good matchmaking even back in 9.0. 4 tier 8s on Neilon's team, 2 tier 8s on the enemy team. But there is quite a bit of RT. Game is starting quite slowly. And the SU-100 beside Neilon is getting hammered. Neilon's camo rating must be holding, because that SU-100's just been taken out by a Cromwell. But it looks as if the enemy team has sent a lot of tanks down the 1-2 lines, because there aren't too many enemies up on this side of the map. Neilon's pushing. Quite a slow start, but there's her first real target, and she takes a snapshot and misses the Hellcat. So, one of the things that really annoyed me about the T-44 was its penetration. It only has 170mm of penetration on its top gun. And back when I was playing the T-44, that really annoyed me because I wasn't that good a player, and I kept on trying to take on tanks frontally, and the 175mm of penetration wasn't enough. I know more now. I know I should have been flanking. I know I should have been getting side and rear shots. So she does hit the VK, but fails to pen. Really, really slow start to the game. But if the end results are anything to go by, folks, just stay patient. Action is going to heat up. So her team are losing 10-2, believe it or not. And Neilon really needs to be doing more. Her team are being annihilated. There are only 5 tanks left on Neilon's team. Enemy teams still have 13 tanks in play. So the Hellcats that were with her are dead. Just a Jackson left for support. She's been spotted. She's trying to advance. Not too many tanks. Hellcat at the back spotted. And there's Neilon's first damage. So score is 2-11, and Neilon's just done her first damage. So she's moving up, looking for the kill on the Hellcat. But the camo rating on the Hellcat is very, very good. It's effectively 1 versus 3 here. And she's just been flanked by a VK. Really, really nice mini-map awareness. Realized she was being flanked, got out of there. So gets another nice shot in. And the VK is panicking. So Neilon tracks the VK in place, has his turret reverse beaten, is going to circle him to death. And takes him out for kill number 1. She's up to almost 1,000 damage, but her team are struggling. They have actually pulled it back a little bit, but the score is still 5-11. And another missed shot on an SU-152. So it's encounter. There's 1 tank in the cap circle that Neilon hasn't spotted. Score is now 12-6, only 3 friendly tanks left. And Neilon's again moving up. I think this game is looking like a loss, but I've seen the end sheet, so don't rule out Neilon yet. There's kill number 2. She's up to 1,000 damage. She's got the rear of the VK. And tracks him in place, unfortunately. Another shot for no damage. So this T-34 below her, T-34-85, seems to be ignoring her. And Neilon's moving in for the kill. Oh, she's just been spotted. She gets 1 shot in. She can one-hit kill the T-34, but takes a hit. Okay, so there's kill number 3. She's up to 1,500 damage, but there are only 2 tanks left versus 5 enemy tanks. Neilon's team did put up a bit of a fight towards the end. 6 enemy tanks left, actually, including 2 RT, but now it is 1 versus 6. So, really, the question is, what's Nealon going to do? So she's ignoring the cap, she's moving in on enemy RT. There are 3 RT on the enemy team. So T-40 or M44 in the distance. And unfortunate, I was going to say unfortunate not to get a one-hit kill on him. Needed to roll fairly high. Sets the M44 on fire, gets the kill. She's up to 4 kills. It is 1 versus 5. She's now spotted both RT S51 and a GW Tiger P. No idea whether or not the S51 has actually fired, but Nealon gets one shot in. It's always hard to judge which RT has fired and which hasn't. So she's being capped. It is 1 versus 5. It was 1 versus 6. Going up, gets the kill with a nice shot on the move, but she has just been flanked by a KV-3. KV-3 came back to hunt her down. It looks as if he has company. 2 tanks with a lot of hit points. The T-34 is still on 100% hit points. So Nealon's down to 500 hit points. She switched to premium ammo and again fails to pen the T-34. Shooting through the bushes. Misses that shot. Oh, she's been quite unlucky. So I don't think I have seen this. This must have reminded me of another game she played and sent in. I don't think I've seen this game before. But 5 kills, 1 versus 4. She's hunting down the last remaining enemy RT who was last seen running this direction. And she runs into him. He must be reloaded, but she avoids the gun arc. Gets to his side. Takes him out for kill number 6. There's Top Gun. It is now 1 versus 3. 2.5k damage in a T-44. So she knows the KV-3 and the T-34 were coming to hunt her down. That means that the VK-3001H is the tank that's capping. So there's still 1.5 minutes for Nealon to get back around to cap. So what is, it's been a while, 250 alpha damage. So she's going to have to roll quite high. They're discussing it in chat. And it's a good thing that the T-34 or the KV-3 haven't gone back to cap. It's giving Nealon an opportunity to win this game. It was 1 versus 6. It is now 1 versus 3. And she unfortunately gets spotted by the T-34. So now they know what she's doing. So, fingers crossed. What are you guys thinking at home? Is she going to get the win? It's already been a good game. She's got 6 kills, got her Top Gun, 2.5, 2.6k damage. But the VK must know she's coming from this direction. She was spotted. And he's not looking, or he wasn't looking. Thankfully, she actually bounces a shot, misses a shot, the first shot in on the VK. Oh, misses the second shot, but the VK bounces. She's getting to his side. She's using premium ammo, gets 1 shot in. I don't blame her. When it's a 1 versus 6 situation, use every advantage. So she gets her kill. That's kill number 7, takes her up to almost 3k damage, and now she needs to get out of there before the T-34 tracks her down. No idea where the KV-3 is. Her team are congratulating her in chat. It's been a fantastic effort so far. So 4 minutes left of this game. Nealon needs to kill 2 enemy tanks. We know the T-34 was on full health. And the KV-3 was last spotted on 298 health. So that's going to have to be a very high roll or 2 shots. But Nealon has the view range advantage. Unfortunately bounces again. She's being really unfortunate. Doesn't look as if the KV-3 has the view range to spot her. So there's 1 shot in, needs 1 more for the kill. This is going to be a Radley Walters if the shot pens. Needs to take it blind. And gets the kill. So there is kill number 8. Radley Walters. 3.1k damage. Just 1 enemy tank left. He is on full health and he's capping. However, Nealon is on 506 health. She can afford to take 2 hits from the T-34. But she's going to need to kill or hit the T-34 at least 4 or 5 times, or get quite lucky with an engine fire or ammo rack. So she's already gotten the Radleys. No chance of a pools, unfortunately. Only 1 tank left on the enemy team. But there is a Kalabanov's medal up for grabs if Nealon can kill the T-34. At one stage it was 1 versus 6. It is now 1 versus 1. So Nealon again is going to try and flank, going to come in from a direction that T-34 is not expecting. And I think she knows it's a tough ask. In chat she's saying full health heavy. It's a shame the opportunity she had to put 2 shots into the T-34 earlier didn't go in. That would make this engagement a lot easier. She can probably fire 2, maybe even 3 times for every once the T-34 fires. 7.09 second reload. She's moving in from the high ground. I don't know. She's going to have to shoot the commander's cupola. She does get a shot in, but the T-34 returns fire. So that means that Nealon is a 1-hit kill. And the T-34 is still 5 shots, or maybe 4 high roll shots left, hit point wise. So again, Nealon is moving. It's kind of difficult to engage a T-34. Oh, the cap has stopped. T-34 is coming for her. And Nealon's Nealon was unfortunate to miss the commander's cupola, but unfortunately she gets taken out. The gun depression on the T-34 was enough for him to get a snapshot in. Nealon so close to having an amazing... It was an amazing game, but an even better game than it was. You can't win them all, folks. So, an ace tanker on a defeat. That is always so maddening. She picked up a Radley Walters and came so close to getting the Kalabanov's medal. 1 versus 6, she reduced it to 1 versus 1. She also picked up a Pascucci's medal for killing 3 Arty, a Defender medal for resetting the cap more than once, a High Caliber medal for top on damage, the automatic top gun, and as I say, so close to the Kalabanovs. Amazing game. Really sorry I haven't brought it to you guys before, but I just have too many replays. 1322 XP. She finished top on XP, and as a top tier tank, that's a very nice XP total. 3,466 damage, 8 kills, 29 shots fired. Now the gun was misbehaving. The T-44 is not a sniper and the penetration is not the best, but she still had a decent game. Hit 23, pen 20, and did quite a lot of damage. The armor on the T-44 is not great, but she still bounced 3 shots. A little bit unfortunate she couldn't have bounced the T-34 at the end. She spotted 5, damaged 10, destroyed 8, did 143 base defense points. And because she was firing premium, when it was down to 1 versus 6 towards the end, she did switch up to premium. She ended up making a loss, but really in that situation you don't have a lot of choice, and I really, if it's a situation between making and losing credits and trying to win the game, I'll always take trying to win the game over losing credits. 1983 XP, no bonus, no first game of the day, but that was with a premium account. Really, really, really nice game, and so sorry it wasn't a victory at the end. Really nice, well played, and I want to thank Neilon and I want to thank NusPojava for sending those replays in so long ago. Sorry I haven't got around to showing them before now. Hope you guys enjoyed watching them at home, and I'll see you next time.